Okay, sorry about the delay, guys. My phone has been blowing up today. First of all, I'm gonna wait for a few of you all to get in here. If StreamYards would update quicker, I could see how many of you are in here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the chat pulled up. Again, I apologize for the delay. It has been one heck of a week. And I know it's late. It's like 1:35 a.m. So we all have lives, we all have things that we want to do. We have kids at home, we have spouses at home, and my schedule has just been crazy. I don't know about you all, but hello, Brutally Lauren, Aaron Berkey. Hello, hello, sweet crazy. Star Angel. Hello, hello. So I'm kind of glad that I waited to actually speak on this subject because if I would have spoke as soon as I heard the news, I probably would have cried a river. I don't know if you all understand the connection that I feel with this case, but it's pretty high. And I want to apologize on the date of. I said Gannon's birthday was on, I believe, the 25th. I believe he was actually born on the 9th or 10th. So forgive me if I get the date wrong again, but in an earlier broadcast, I'd actually said the birthday wrong. So please forgive me, Landon, if you're listening. Also, too, I sent out a Facebook message on my alias account to someone very, very special. And if you receive that message, yes, that is me, even though it doesn't look like it. So if you're listening, God bless. And you're in my thoughts and prayers. Just want to let you know, yes, that is me. Yeah, the cases really broke me down as well, Lace with Lacey. It took me, it took me a while to actually do this. I've never been nervous about going live, and I was literally nervous about this show. I'm going to try to keep my composure, and I'll do my best, you guys. Can't promise anything, because as you all know, if you know me, if you've been watching me for a few years, I wear my heart literally on my sleeve. And this case, I think I'm emotionally connected more with this case than any other case, more than the Watts case, anything. The Vallow case, yeah, that one, I haven't been as emotionally invested in the Vallow case. Just for the simple fact is, Gannon was a preemie, my son was a preemie. You know, they were both born in the same month, same year. And I know how having an 11-year-old can be. So, and last time I went live, we were actually putting together the aquarium for the turtle. So, turtle's doing good. Just want to let y'all know, in case you're wondering. It's a red slider, a couple years old. So, anyways, sweet crazy. Is the sound okay, everybody, just before I get started? Old school for God. How are you, hun? I don't know if you all saw my community post, but Old School for God, check him out. He needs to get his channel up and running. He had a pretty large channel back in the day, and YouTube took it down. I've known Old School for God for a few years now, quite a long time, and he's just a good, godly man. So much love to you, brother. What's the turtle's name? He hasn't named him yet. He has to think on it, which that's what I love about my son too. He wants, like, right now the turtle's kind of in shock still. You know, he was picked up from the road and put into an environment that he's not used to, right? So he's kind of in shock right now. So I said, give him a couple days and he has to see his personality. I'm like, okay, turtle personality. Okay, gotcha, buddy. So I will let you know when he names the turtle. All right. So, I want to share some pictures with you guys and go over a few posts. I tried to redact these as much as possible, and I just want to get your all's feedback. And I'm also going to talk about my opinions and thoughts on this. So, let's get started. Are you kidding me? Alright. I want to be able to. Hold on. No. I've got all these tabs open. I knew I should have opened them in a completely different window than what I'm using. I hate StreamYard. I'm just going to have to use my OBS. That's just all there is to it. That is all there is to it. Alright, so let me see if I click on one and then if it lets me go to the next one. Alright, share this one. Okay. Is it going to let me do that? Yeah, it will. Okay. It should. Alright, so the reason I'm showing this picture is this is actually the last picture publicly that supposedly was taken of Gannon. And I just want to point something out here. These kids look so happy at the moment. But this look right here, it's almost like, and this is just my opinion, but the look on her face, it's like she's frustrated. And I could be reading this all wrong. But it looks like she's frustrated and she's just wanting to get this picture over and done with. Does anybody else get that from this picture? That's my take on it. It's like she's doing this because she feels like she has to. And allegedly, this was during the hike, allegedly the day before, that he allegedly went missing. Just gonna say that. We know that he's no longer missing. And this post right here is from Landon, which is Gannon's mom. She states, everything in that house has to be signed off on when taken. And they, as in Harley and T, they took their things before that was established, before Gannon was labeled endangered. Can you all see this post right here? Just want to ask before I click to the next one, because it says it's sharing it, but I don't know. I might have to click on each post. Which one do you all see? Do you all see the picture or the post? Okay, just want to make sure. This next one is also by Landon. She states that they came the night before and got everything, and the dogs. You see the pic. You see the pic. Oh, man. Alright, yeah, I see now. Okay, so let's stop. Oh, this is so annoying, you guys. Alright, let me go back to StreamYard. See if there's something else I can do here. I like to give you all a visual. You know what I'm saying? I think I could do it this way. Let's do it this way. Okay. StreamYard is sharing window. So you see the picture now? It does. It does. Right. Still the pic. Still the pic. I gotcha. Alright. Can you all see this post now? I believe I've got it down. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat it. Just want to give you all a visual. Everything in that house has to be signed off on when taken. And they took their things before that was established. Before Gannon was labeled endangered. Now, she knew exactly what she was doing, okay? When she called to report him missing, okay, she knew that the police would give 3 days before they actually looked into it. What does she do? She goes and she gets a rental car. Now, Word is that there was actually two rental cars. I'm still waiting on confirmation for that. But the first rental car drove 950 miles, right? So that would have been 400 and let's say 425. What is it? 475 to and fro. So she knew she had 3 days. Now, my opinion, right? Two pink tacos, right? Did she take a page from Jodi Arias? I don't know. She seems to know her constitutional rights, though, just from the interview with Spencer. That's all I'm going to say. But my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, all right, I'm going to give it. My opinion is she drove, okay, met somebody and dropped him off and whoever else. So I believe there was an accomplice. Even though she was in Florida, allegedly, right? So that's my opinion. Now, allegedly, there's two rental cars. So I would like to see the rental car sheet of the actual mileage from that second rental car. As soon as I find that, I will share that with you all, I promise. Okay? All right, next picture. Landon again. They came the night before. They got everything and the dogs, and then came back with the family the following day to get their things to leave. No one was home when they got their things. Now, the only thing that I can think of, and I talked to a friend about this too, I was like, well, how does she know that that they had family with them? And also, too, one thing to mention, when she was doing the interview with Spencer, they actually had the U-Haul moving truck right there. What if he was in the back of that U-Haul? What if? I mean, I hate to even talk about this, but sometimes we have to bring these things up. We all have questions, right? What if she preserved the body and that's why there was no odor? What if there was an odor? What if it was just closed up? We have no idea, right? But I mean, he was allegedly found in a suitcase, correct? This is just mind boggling. And I also heard there was either rocks inside the suitcase or, if you all see where he was found, there was rocks, big boulders. There's so many questions and things that go through our minds when we think about this. Like, it's almost as if he was dropped off in a haste. Like something happened to where she had to hurry up and put it somewhere. Right there off the side of the highway. That wasn't done in broad daylight. Somebody would have, had to have seen it, right? I don't know. Who knows? Bryfly, you have so many different accounts. You're a goober. Okay. All right. So this was made to a Facebook group called Gannon's Justice Colorado Springs. Okay. T's sister Amy, this is February 13th. Mind you, this is the exact time that she was allegedly in Florida. Speaking of T. T's sister Amy is asking if anyone has heard from either T or Harley. They have not heard from them in over 24 hours and are concerned. It doesn't matter if you think she is responsible or not. She deserves to be safe. If y'all heard from her, Amy would like you to message her directly. Please don't turn this into a bashing post. A family is afraid of their loved one. And she's speaking for the sister, Amy Lowry. And that's why I did not block this out. This was February 13th at 1:25. And I just made it a little bigger so you all could see that. So, we've got somebody posting for T's sister Amy asking, on a public post for Gannon's Justice on February 13th. Hey, media, public, has anybody heard from T or Harley? Are you kidding me? Now, was this post made as a possible to deter? I mean, what is this? What is this? I'd like to know what your all's thoughts are on this. There's another one too, just letting you know. 24 hours. How long did she have that rental car? She had that rental car, the first one. Now, if there's a second one, I don't know. But I know she had the first rental car for 29 hours. 29 hours. 13th. Do any of you all. Okay, so she had. So this would have had to have been a different date because she had the rental car on the 28th, the very next day. Remember, she said that she was driving around neighborhoods but drove 950 miles. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Horse shit. Excuse my French. Next post. Same post. Down here. Just wanted to point this out. Yes, 2020. Agreed. Her family deserves to know if she and Harley are safe, especially since T said they were getting death threats in one of her statements. I don't know her, so I can't say one way or another. Now, this is blocked out because this is a family member, so I'm not about to dox anybody, right? But obviously, a family member says her family deserves to know. Do you all not have family members, or do you just have social media? You're going to social media to try to get a hold of family members. Are you kidding me? Do y'all not ever talk privately? Or, like I said, was this just to deter and get people off the track? This is February 13th, you guys. Next post. This was posted on a T Stauch support group. Try to make this bigger for you guys. Alright, well, I can't see it if I do that. I have seen folks. Okay, so I'm not sure the exact date on this. We might be able to figure it out as we're reading it. I have seen folks post threatening and hateful messages which Harley Hunt has been receiving in this group. Has anyone actually. Okay, so this is the same time. This is the same time. Okay, February 13th. Has anyone actually spoken to T or Harley in the past 24 hours? As her family in North Carolina, we all want to know they're okay. Please inbox me, not comment below, to let me know about any recent contact you may have had with either of them. Thanks in advance. Now, this is actually her sister making this comment. She made it in a public group, so that's why I'm sharing this. Don't mean to be doxing anybody, but everybody already knows this. Somebody posted, so scary, that was not okay. I think Tara is the one that posted the message. Harley is getting one of the messages. And one of the messages is from last night. So I'm guessing she talked to her this morning. Maybe she can tell you. I pray everyone is okay. It is not okay to cyberbully people. This has become absurd. Which I agree. It's not okay to cyberbully people. But are you kidding me? You've got your family, your friends typing in more than one different group. Hey, that would be like me going to a Facebook group. Say I had personally something going on, okay? Instead of texting my brother or my sister or my dad, somebody in my family, that would be like me going to a public forum and saying, "Hey, have y'all heard from my mom?" I mean, does any of this make any sense? You're kidding me, right? I'm just, I'm dumbfounded by these posts. Exactly. All right. Now, I don't know what the next picture is. I'm just clicking. So, okay. So this is Harley. They waited too late. Now, she shouldn't have even done this. And these are legit accounts, these are not fake accounts. There was a bunch of, or I won't say a bunch, but there was one fake account of a certain troll that jumps in all of these different crimes, including the Watts, the Valo, the Gannon case, and he tries to make fake accounts trying to look like the victims or the one responsible. So these, what I am posting is the legit accounts, okay? Just wanted to let you all know that. This is Harley. They waited too late to make it a crime scene. Talking about the house. They let everyone stay there, and it's contaminated. Then made it a crime scene. They are married. She wouldn't need permission to get her things. The police are making it difficult. Wrong. Just because she's married, it's a crime scene. She would need to sign in and out. If it's a crime scene, yes, you have to sign in and out. Yeah, John Bonet all over again, right? Next post. Here's Harley again. The police took their jewelry and they have over $10,000 in diamonds from Tisha. Now, something tells me that this is not Harley making this comment. Okay? I don't know. That's just my gut. There was no other man. I'll explain this here in a minute. My mom worships the ground Albert walks on. She didn't want to stay, not because of Landon, but because her family was yelling at her in her own house, and someone was wearing her clothes around and going through her things out of spite. But not because of Landon, right? So which is it? Someone was wearing her clothes around and going through her things out of spite. And the police took everything down to her ID and credit cards, so no way to get to work. I'm going to reread that. And the police took everything down to her ID and credit cards, so no way to get to work. Besides, she is allowed to have pain as well. She was with them the most, so she loves... my little thingy's in the way. Let me hide this thingy. So she loves them. The reason I don't think that's Harley is because who does that sound like? Who is all about me, 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 me? In the interviews, any interview that they made a statement and contradicting herself as well. So, I believe T made this statement trying to make it look like Harley. Okay? That's just my opinion. Next statement. Again, Harley's account. And I don't know who this is. I redacted it. Not me. I'm a teacher, LOL. It will work out. We probably will have so many more snow days. 6 weeks ago. I wish I knew before who that was before I redacted it. Oh gosh. But regardless, this was just taken. This was sent 6 weeks ago. So right around, it was probably, it could have been before or right as he went missing. I've been telling my daughter to try and meet her. She is 17. So then again, Harley's account. Okay, so this is just going to show, oh, that's why I did that. This was to show that she was using Harley's account. Because we know Harley's not a teacher. And I've been telling my daughter to try to meet her. She's 17. So Harley is using, or T is using Harley's account. This is Harley's account. Okay? Busted. That's correct. Now, in case you all had not seen this, that's why I wanted to go ahead and read this out. This is the official El Paso County Sheriff's Office. I'm going to try to not get upset while reading this, okay? Dated March 20th of 2020, the media release. Now everybody's saying on the 17th, but this actually is stated on March 18th of 2020. Human remains found in Florida tentatively identified as Gannon Stauch. On March 18th, 2020, the El Paso County's Sheriff's Office was contacted by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office in Pensacola, Florida, stating they responded to a call of a deceased juvenile male. An autopsy was performed by the District 1 medical examiner, and the deceased male has been tentatively can't say it, identified as Gannon Stauch. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to friends and family of Gannon. If anyone saw blank Stauch in Pensacola, Florida during the time of February 3rd through the 5th, we are asking you to call the El Paso County Sheriff's Office tip line. It gives the information. There is a gag order in effect for this case and has been attached to the media release along with a mugshot of her, which I don't have that on me. We would like to thank Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office. Alright, now, my guess is he may have been found on the 17th. They posted it for the 18th to give them a little bit more time before they actually wrote this up. It does not take that long to do an autopsy. Now, I'm wondering, that's why I thought there was possibly preservation of the body. And I'm thinking that the body was preserved and later on put where he was. For the simple fact, she was in Florida on the 13th of February, correct? But just found, he was just found a little over a month later. Now, I don't know, I'm not going to go through the process, the details, but if any of you all have done any research on decomposition, and with the Florida weather, he would not have been recognizable. That's all I'm saying. Now, they did have a description of what he was wearing. My guess is also there were possible ID tags or something on the suitcase to help identify him as well. Okay? Next post. This again is just going over what we just seen, but this is by the Milton Post, March 17th. Okay? Now this is before the official release. The Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office is working in death investigation Tuesday afternoon. This is before they knew it was Gannon, so that's why we say the 17th. The media release was just typed up on the 18th, released on the 20th. The suitcase would help in preserving, however, the heat goes into factor. The first thing that popped into my mind, Lace with Lacey, is possible dry ice. I don't know how Colorado is, and I don't know if you all are aware of this, but it has been made aware that T watched a lot of crime cases, including the Watts case, and she obviously is aware of her constitutional rights. Anybody that does crime, anybody that watches any shows, ID, 48 Hours, Dateline, if you do this research, it's not hard just by watching these shows. And you find out what all these murderers and people do to preserve things. Okay? Who knows? I believe we will all find out when the discovery is released after the trial. We all know that, or you may not know this, but this case is not going to be like the what case was it that was last publicized? not the Watts case because he actually did a plea deal. What was the last case that we actually got to watch that was big? It wasn't the Watts case. Yeah, Casey Anthony. Oh my gosh, you guys. Ugh, don't get me started on that girl. Oh wow, Casey Anthony's in Florida. Rosebaum. I don't know that one. Laced. Jodi Arias. That one was. Yeah. Well, regardless, I hate it because Lacey Peterson. Yes, I hate it because I really did want to be able to, watch her facial expressions and the evidence and all that stuff. Now, here's just my guesstimate. I'm not going to put money on this. She can plead. She can make a plea deal at any time. And she might actually do that. We do know that Al, her soon to be ex husband, and her daughter are testifying against her, which means there's a trial. She has not pleaded yet. She has not pleaded guilty. Okay? If she pleads guilty, then of course it will be like the Watts case. There will not be a trial by jury. And they're also trying to get, or they may have already done it, thrown the death penalty off the table in Colorado. Now, the reason that they're doing this is because the last person that was put on death row in Colorado is still sitting in jail. So it's pretty much pointless. You get a life sentence that's just extra taxpayer dollars to actually put them to death. Okay? Which is more, them being put to death or them being in prison daily? Who knows which one's more? If it were up to me, I think they should start hanging people again. There's not much cost in that, and it gets done. And I think that would actually scare people from committing crimes. That's just my opinion. She does think about herself. She does have a lot of pride, yes. She's very narcissistic as well. A narcissist will continuously talk about themselves and defer from the truth to make themselves look better. Just like Spencer had to tell her off camera, hey, you might want to show a little bit of emotion. And then she gets back on camera and fake cries, saying, we love you. How dare you? Don't get me started on you. I pinged you from the get go. Which? I said which, by the way. Okay. Next post. I've only got two more. I believe this was the same day. Yeah, this was the 17th. This might have been the 18th because it refers back to the 17th. From the local news down in Florida, this picture is the only one released where the body was found. It was found by construction workers along Highway 90 around noon. Search for Santa Rosa County body found, and you'll get the original posting in that area. Now, I'm just going to move this over a little bit. By this time, they'd already gotten it. They did crimes tape around it, but he was down in this cove here. Alright? Now, we've been trying to figure out, is there actually water down here or not? We don't know. But he was in a suitcase, so suitcases today are made a whole lot better. I don't know what type of suitcase. I don't know how new. It's just sad all the way around. I hate to even think about those details. Next post. And this is just goes along with the actual media post. This was on the 18th. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office was contacted by the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office stating they responded to a call of a deceased juvenile male. Okay, so this tells us what? Whoever found him, my guess is they were able to tell that he was male. Could have been by the hair being short, because the hair is all going to be there, okay? That's my guesstimate. I mean, maybe, you find a suitcase, what do you think? You don't think there's going to be a body in there, right? So you're probably going to open it. My guess is that's what they did. An autopsy was performed by the District 1 medical examiner, and the deceased male has been tentatively identified. So maybe this was on the 20th. Sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. Like I said, it took me quite a few days just to get the courage. I've never been nervous ever to talk about this. I don't get nervous about going live. Sorry. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the friends and family of Gannon. I concur to that. If anyone saw Stauch in Pacer, Pensacola, Florida during the time of 3rd through the 5th. Now, I thought I had posts of her. Okay, so February 3rd through the 5th. Now, I'm going to rewind a little bit. Remember when I said there was a fake account of Tisha going around on Facebook? Well, guess what day that was? The 13th. So, just saying. You know, trolls that make posts like that on accounts, you should really stop. Thank goodness the law enforcement doesn't give much credibility to social media posts, and they go strictly by the tip lines. No, it wasn't Friday the 13th in February. The 13th was on a Thursday. But, they're asking for the 3rd through the 5th. Now, somebody had made a construction worker found him. A construction worker, road crew. Yeah. Wonder why it wasn't sooner. What was the person doing down there that found him? You want my honest guess? I think he was going down there probably relieving himself, taking a leak, and seen it. He's, you go under a bridge right there. That's just what I thought. I could be wrong. Maybe he noticed it from the road. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the road crew found him. Yeah, why? What do you mean, Aaron? I mean, that's the only thing I could think of, unless he's seen the suitcase from the actual road. I mean, that makes sense, right? I mean, men are a whole lot different than women. Men just go anywhere, pretty much. So, my boy at 3 years old kept going on the side of the house every time he was outside, taking a leak, and I'm like, stop that. We were at the zoo one time. Cute story. No, it wasn't the zoo. I take it back. We were at a water park slash like Six Flags type place, and at the time I think my son was 4, and he was still taking leaks pretty much anywhere, not like in the house or anything, but like outdoors, right? So we're just walking, going minding our business, and what does he do? He just stops and starts taking a leak right there. All these people around. Talk about embarrassing. I mean, what do you say? Thank goodness he's little and people like didn't mind it. But I was so embarrassed. It's kind of like the time I had my pug, Smokey, and I took him inside the bank. He had his little leash and harness on, and if you all know anything about pugs, usually a pug, let me get this post off here. A pug will go round in circles before they do their business. Speaking of number 2. So I go in there, and as soon as he gets in the lobby at the bank, this is where I worked, so I was off that day, decided to go show off my doggy, right? I take him into the lobby, and all of a sudden he starts going in circles. Going in circles. I'm like, no! What does he do? Yeah, he takes a dump right there in the middle of the lobby. No joke. But then again, kind of like a 3 or 4 year old, right? Oh, how cute, right? A pug. You can't get mad at a pug, no matter if they're doing their business or what, right? Yeah, he is cute. He is cute. Left them a coin roll. Oh my goodness. So, I hope you all are well. Um, this whole corona thing, I think, is being blown way out of proportion as far as like the hoarding and stuff goes. God said, give us this day our daily bread, right? Not 6 months worth of bread. Quit hoarding, people. Uh, they can't even keep stuff in stock. And then people are asking the stores, so when do you get your trucks in? I mean, stop. Stop. So, I don't know. I think the numbers are being, I don't know. That's just my opinion, guys. Stay at home. Um, take this, look at this as time that you don't typically get to spend with your loved ones. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of this. This is this is something we're all going to remember. And thank goodness, I didn't think they were going to let my husband off work. They literally said they made a post on their website that they were closing down production. But my husband's in maintenance. So just because the production line isn't running, he still has to go to work. So they made the post right that they were closing down production. Well, we already knew it wasn't for maintenance. Maintenance wasn't included. Then they take it back and they decided they weren't going to shut down after they had already said we're closing down production. And then they had two meetings, and then he's actually off for a whole week. So I think production's closed for 2 weeks. So he's not had a day off in 6 weeks. So I'm enjoying this time. That's why I waited till so late to go live. And guess what? He just woke up. So he's probably going to want to watch a movie. The kids are passed out. The dog's passed out. So it's me and my husband now awake. So, but it's been forever since I've seems like I've went live just to chit chat with you guys. Thanks, brutally Lauren. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Everybody's been dragging their feet. Yes. I am going to go live soon. There's a lot that I want to get off my chest. People are not going to be happy with me when I talk about this. But I will say, don't listen to me, do your own research, okay? There's going to be many of you, some of you here in this chat, that's probably not going to be happy with me. But you know what? I have friends that I don't agree with on things, and I still love them to death. Just because we differ in opinions on things, it doesn't matter. I still love you to death. So I don't have time to spill it now. I have to actually get a bunch of documents ready to go over this stuff. It will be a very, very interesting podcast. I promise you that much. It'll be the next time I go live. And more than likely, what I'll do is I'll schedule it a few hours in advance so that you all can make sure you see it, because I do not want you to miss this. It's very, very important. The days that we're in, trust me, you all do not want to miss the next podcast that I do. That's all I'm saying. Okay? I love you, Pink Tacos. Nice chatting with you. Hope you are too, hon. I love you, Aaron. Aaron has been around here for a little while. Very, very good person. Darwin, much love. Melissa Costner. If you want me to say hello to you, just go ahead and type it in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. Lace with Lacey. Yeah, you said that the other day, didn't you, sweetie? Yep. Trust me, it's going to be a doozy. It has nothing to do with crime. Let me give you a little hint. What can I say to where I don't give it away? Should I even give you a hint? Do y'all want a hint? It's a doozy. All right. You can bring your tinfoil hat. You can bring your Bible. That's the hint. Bring your Bibles. If y'all have Bibles, even if you don't read it, if it's collecting dust, bring it anyways. Okay? Flip a coin. No, just bring your Bibles, please. You guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be jam packed. It's going to be jam packed. That's what I've been working on all weekend, other than spending time with the family. But I have to do this right. I can't just jump into this. I have to make sure it's right. Okay? I will put it out ahead of time so you all can make plans to watch it, please. And when you see the post, if you can share it for me. Brutally Lauren, it's not a Bible study. No. No, 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 no. You just might want to have the Bible handy. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Much love, you guys. Mia, get this on here and stop sharing so y'all can see my ugly mug there. Um, yeah. So, anyways, much love, you guys. Hug your loved ones and be safe out there, you guys. If you don't have to go anywhere, don't go. You know, enjoy this time. All right. Much love, you guys. I'll talk at you later.